All right, guys, welcome back to the Hive. And this is our first show of 2024. And we have a special guest. Actually, we have lots of special guests. And we're going to be having lots of shows. But tonight we have a very special guest. And he's one of the great writers of today's Speedway. It's been around a long time, so probably most of you know him. He's really a great writer. And his number is 14. And it's not Billy Gennaro. It's Fast Eddie Castro. Fast. There you
Hello.
are. Hey, Fast Eddie. How you doing, bud?
How's it going? Yeah, I'm 14 South. Billy Gennaro's 14 North.
That's right. You're 14S and Billy's 14N.
Yep. Yeah,
Very.
this will 2024 is my 45th year of racing Speedway. I think
Oh,
McConnell and Schwartz, the only ones that were the last three of the Mohicans. They have more years than I do on the track.
how many years does McConnell and Schwartz have?
I think McConnell's got 50. I think Schwartz has probably about the same or a little more. Yeah, he was racing minis and jumped into it before I did, before I switched over from minis onto speedway bikes.
So, what got you into Speedway, Eddie?
I was
Well,
racing. I was racing motocross, flat track, and TT, and we used to race Atlantis Mini Bike Park. McConnell's, Lance King, the Morans, and they went on to Speedway, and I was a Speedway fan going to Costa Mesa. Victor Ablato his mom used to take care of the park at Atlantis Mini Bike Park that we rode at. And he asked me if I wanted to come up and try his bike at Saddleback. He had a junior Speedway and a two-valve Jawa. Once I did that, the rest is history. We've got 45 years on now.
amazing.
Who would have thunk
Well,
it?
I wouldn't have thought 45 years. That's a long time. And you're
Right?
doing really fantastic. I
Uh,
mean, it's
so
an honor to have you.
thank God I'm still here able to do it. My cancer it'll be 9 years this July since my cancer,
Wow.
my replumbing, they had put a bag on me, and that's for life now. But thank God I'm still here doing it. And yeah, it's been a tumultuous time at times, but I'm still kicking. So thank God for that. Hopefully I can keep doing it for a little bit. I mean, this will be my last full season. After this, I'll be hitting it onesie, twosie here and there, but this is my last full season after 45 years.
Wow. So now I watched you just last night on a replay of the USA versus the world, and you did fantastic. The announcer was blown away by your start. He said, Fast Eddie Castro, he has the best starts, and you had a good start.
Yeah, but that was like a sideshow to the regular show. I wasn't in the regular program. Steve,
Oh,
Russell Green got to be in the regular program, and he was in our program too. But he'd already ridden about 4 times by the time he even met us in our heats. But yeah, it was all right. The track on Friday was a press day and practice day, and the track was wet and sticky. And I had my 22 on when I first went out there, and it was wheeling everywhere. And so I went back in, put the 19-inch rear wheel on and a different tire, and then they finally got the track back in after a while. It took them all day, most of the day, to get the track back in order where we could actually haul ass on it. So we got our practice in and was a little hesitant the next day on how the track was going to be, not knowing if it was still going to be inconsistent. So we made the best of it. We survived it. That's all I can say for that day. I didn't get to push as hard as I wanted to and do as well as I'd hoped. I got a couple seconds and a third and was happy to come away with that and survive it, not throw my bike away or run into anyone or anyone run into me. So that's always a good thing. And the guys were really pushing hard all out there. And yeah, if you watch that video of the whole race, you'll know what I'm talking about. It was pretty tough.
so you were in like a side event where they had like, let's say
Yeah,
a side
yeah.
racing and then the regular one?
Yeah, the regular race, the U.S. versus the world, had the two teams on it, and we were on a side program of it. So it was all right. It
Oh,
was good to even be that part of it. So it's cool.
Well, you guys are going pretty fast for being a side program.
Right on.
You guys are home, man. Oh, so you just finished your 2023 season and this last year. How would you describe that season you just finished?
Well, I got in the top 10 in the AMA rounds and was 6 overall at Costa Mesa. So I was hoping to do better on my rides. I didn't feel like I'd rode as good as I'd hoped to. Luck plays a lot on that too. So I was hoping to do better. And, it just is what it is. I survived that too. And just trying to come at it a little harder this season too. I was hoping to do better in the rounds of the AMA rounds, and I had to earn my way into it, and I did. And then I finished in the top 10. But yeah, I was hoping to finish further up the ladder on it, and it just didn't happen. So like I said, I'm lucky to be running where am with the kids and all their equipment. They've got some good equipment too, and we got some equipment, but it's not as to par to some of that equipment. So I did all right.
The top 10, right? You're in the top 10.
Yeah, for AMA rounds and 6 overall at Costa Mesa Nationals. So I did all right.
Wow.
For an old dude. I'll be 65 this coming Saturday. I'll be 65, and this is my 45th season. So I'm lucky to say that I'm still doing any of it. But I've got other projects in surfing and guitars to play with too, and projects to work on that need attention too. And it's time to reel the reins back a bit. And yeah, it is what it is. So
can we sing you happy birthday? Like, I have a good voice, like happy birthday to you.
Better get Shauna in on it. Does she know that?
Yeah, she knows that. But in the Philippines, they go like this: happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Right
They do this weird happy birthday in the Philippines, so it's kind of pokey.
Sounds like Hooters.
Yeah, you got like the Hooter chicks coming around,
Right on.
Oh, it's fun. So you're an Ironman and you raced 45 years coming up. That's a long time.
Yeah, but it's not like the old days where we had 150 races in a 6-month season. But that's in my 20s. So that's a whole different deal in your 60s also, and there goes your feed again. Where'd you go? I lost you. Where you at? Where'd you go? I'm texting you. Where are you? We lost you.
There he is.
There you are. What happened? What did you do?
I don't know. It's called the magic of the internet.
Did you get my text? I was texting you.
Yeah, I did. You said, "Where are you? Where are you?" I said, "I'm here, Eddie."
Right on, because I was still there.
I answered the question for you about this.
Don't touch all those buttons on your keyboard.
I try not to touch them. Believe me.
That's what happens.
I answered the question for you.
What's that?
I said that in the old days we used to race 5 and 6 nights a week, and now it's like 2 or 3 nights.
Yeah,
that's true, right?
We used to have 30 races at every track for the season. Now we're lucky if all the tracks together add up to about 30 races for the season. We've got 11 at Costa Mesa this year, or 11 at Industry, I think, and about 7 at Costa Mesa. So, and then Steve Evans tries to fill in with Paris and Bakersfield. So we'll see what pans out for the season. it's just, and it's getting tougher with the costs of everything. Everything's gone up. So, our $30 tires that used to be are $115 for a rear analyst tire now, the Premier tire. So it's tough, with gas and everything. And it's a lot of work for me. I don't have someone helping at the house to wrench on everything. It's all on me and the driving and everything. So, like I said, I got to pull the reins back because my other health issues that I'm dealing with too. So, I just got to, it is what it is. It's time.
So we're going to call this the Eddie Castro Farewell Tour in 2024.
Well, I'll still ride once in a while, but I'm not going to chase the whole season after this season. It's just, yeah. If I could show up and race a bike, have all bikes prepped and ready to go 100%, and show up and ride someone's bike, I could keep riding for a few more seasons. But I don't have that. I'm doing all the equipment, the servicing on the equipment myself, and it's just too much with other things in life I've got going too. So, like I said, if I could show up and ride a bike like I did with Dunnigan when I was racing for Kelly Dunnigan, then it would be a different show. I could come out for a few more years. But at this point, that like the guys over in Europe, they've got it set up. Well, they've still got to do the driving. Look at Luke Becker all over the map out there. Poland, Sweden, England, all over the place. That's a lot of miles. You can do that when you're younger. It's just too tough for me to do that stuff anymore at my age. So I'm lucky to be doing what I have been able to do and still holding my own. And yeah, I'm thankful to God for that I'm still here doing that and can be part of it. Hopefully I can be part of it in the future in some way. And hopefully I can find a niche there somewhere too,
That's great, Eddie. And also for the sponsors out there, did you hear what Eddie just said? Maybe next year, if you want to sponsor Eddie and maybe prep his bikes so he can come out to, we're not getting any younger every year, that's for sure. And
Right.
and it's difficult, right? It's difficult to prep those bikes
Yeah.
and to drive and everything. Hopefully, maybe we can get you another sponsor for next year. A good
Right on. Well, you're gone again. There's your internet. Come on, internet. You're not keeping up. Oh, we're going to dial up. Oh, my goodness. It's dropping us again. Oh, my goodness. What the heck? Should I play my guitar in between? Can you hear me still? Oh, there's Steve Watt. I'll be right back. Hello, Steve. How are you?
What's up, Eddie?
Hey, we've got industry Saturday night. Are you home?
No, I'm flying to Texas tomorrow to put all my flat track bikes together.
Nice.
Week.
For is it gonna be Hondas this season?
Oh yeah.
Right on.
I got I bought 6 Hondas.
Wow. I'm doing a live feed on the internet in the Philippines right now. He just lost me though. His feed screwed up.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Brian Buffington. I'm waiting for his feed to go back on. It's still off. But anyways, yeah, we're racing in industries. It's my birthday Saturday. I'll be 65. It's my 45th season. This is my last season unless I can get a sponsor that I can show up and ride their equipment because I can't wrench on this stuff with my hands all screwed up with the psoriatic arthritis anymore. But I mean, I'm going to give it all this season, the full season. But after this season, unless I can ride, But hey, have fun in Texas. Say hi to Al. All right, take care. All right, take care. See you, bye.
Hey, Paul, Eddie.
Yeah, that was Steve Watt, the crew chief of the Speed Demon. That's Maxwell Industries. He's one of the sponsors and helps me out too. And they have he does the Bonneville Streamliner. And he also has a flat track team with that they're going to be doing this season. So yeah, so who knows?
Yeah, hopefully you can get hooked up with that. And I was just going to ask you, you're one of the guys, one of the many guys, but you're one of the guys that met Ivan the Great Major. And a lot of people, especially older people, really idolize Ivan Major.
Yeah, before Ivan had passed, he had come out to San Bernardino before when it was Pirate Speedway, when Pirate Speedway was in San Bernardino. And yeah, I got to see Ivan in person. I used to George and Frida Wynn used to help and sponsor me, and it was B&F Racing Products, which was Barry and Frida, which was Brigo, Barry and Frida, and Ivan would show up at George and Frida's house. So I got to meet Ivan at George and Frida's back in the 80s. And then he lived in Garden Grove also. Ivan lived in Garden Grove, not up the street from Victor Robledo. They were all in the same complex where their condo was. So Victor and yeah, I got to meet them both at different times in my career. And the last time I got to see Ivan was before he had passed, when he was out in San Bernardino. So yeah, it was kind of cool, to get a picture with Ivan. And Brigo, I had gone to his school when I was riding for Dean and Dave's Union 76, Dean Skiles. Remember the Skiles? Doug Skiles
Yeah.
and Jay
Doug
Skiles.
Skiles. I raced him. Doug Skiles.
Yeah. And we rode together and rode a lot of tracks together. Jay and I, when Doug was already done. But yeah, Dean Skiles, they had this Union 76 station, and he used to sponsor me with his van. We'd ride a Ridgecrest and hit all the tracks, really. We would hit all the tracks: San Bernardino, Costa Mesa, Ventura. It was, yeah, any track that was going, we were hitting it pretty much. We were coming up through the ranks, so had some fun. It was some fun years.
Nice. And you hung out with Brigo too, right? You got to meet him and hang out a little bit.
To go to the track. Ermolenko and I were both at his school back in the 80s. And he got to ride that Iron Horse, which was is a lay down two valve at Long Beach Veteran Stadium. And then Brigo had the school. So Dean bought me a ride into Brigo's school. So we were both at the school, Ermolenko and I both, and on Veteran Stadium. So that was fun. That was a blast.
Well, the Veteran Stadium was a long track, wasn't it? Like a quarter mile?
Oh, yeah. It was a nice track. It was a beautiful track. I love that track.
Too bad it was riding the quarter mile is really nice, right? Riding those long, big tracks.
You've got room to move. You got to be careful on that track, though. If you go into that fence, Gene Woods, I think he came out of turn 2 and hit the fence, slid under it. Yeah. Remember, you know how Penhall and Carter, remember Carter sliding under the fence? It was like that. You got too close to that fence, you slid underneath it. It just, it had chain link with a little piece of plywood or a little little piece of flex plate at the bottom, and it pushed and you'd slide under it, get caught in the damn fence. You had to really be careful out there if you slid out. It was a gnarly little track to run quarter mile. You need horsepower too.
Yeah, when you slide out on a quarter mile track, you're going pretty fast.
Yeah, you keep going. It takes a little bit to stop. Boy, that was a gnarly. Did you see Brock Steele, the crash he had at turn 2 Saturday?
I saw the pictures, and his dad said he hit his nuts pretty hard, right?
Oh, dude, he hit that fence. His foot peg caught the air fence, and it stopped him in like 10 feet. It was horrendous. I was glad he wasn't really badly hurt, broken up. So we're praying for him the rest of the week. He felt better, probably have to do some soaking himself with Epsom salt or hit the salt water to ease up that pain. And you were lost again, and I'm still talking. So maybe you'll come back on while we're waiting, since your feed lost again. But anyway, yeah, he wanted his bike, and I hope he's feeling better the rest of the week. Got his other bikes together. All right, well, hey, come on back on. I'll talk back at you when you get there. Again. Questions by text. Ask me questions by text. There you go.
He's texting me. There you are.
Right? I was going to say, ask me questions by text till you get your feedback.
I just answered your question for you about Brock.
I didn't hear a freaking word you said because you were gone.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you keep coming in and out. The magics of internet.
Yeah, we apologize, everybody. The internet kind of goes in and out, so or something. And but anyways, I said how Brock hit his nuts when he went under the air fence the other day.
Oh, he hit his lower extreme. He was hurt, man. He knocked the wind out. He wadded his bike. He bent the frame and in the front end, and that bike. He's got other bikes, but man, he was like he didn't get some internal bleeding or something. He stopped so quick it did face planted him. His foot peg looked like it caught on the air fence, and he stopped so quick in 10 feet. It was horrendous. I thought for sure he was screwed up. Oh my God, it was horrendous to see. Yeah. But yeah, he's just out wide, clipped it with his foot peg and stopped him dead. Ugh. I was like, holy shit. Yeah.
That's horrible. And
yeah,
I guess if that happens to you or I, we're in trouble, right?
Yeah, luckily he's a strong kid, and yeah, he was able to take it. He works out a lot, and he does a lot of training, so he's tough. Oh, my neighbor's dog's barking its ass off. Shut the window.
I can't hear it very well, but
good.
So, anyways, going into next season, what's your biggest goals going into your last full season of racing?
Enjoying the shit out of it.
That's a good goal.
Right on.
So you're just gonna go out and have fun. Out of all the racers, you have the most fans.
Oh, I don't know about that, but anyways.
or shall I rephrase that? You're one of the more popular riders.
Cool. Well, hopefully I'm personable enough and people can talk to me. Not, I don't want to put anyone off.
Yeah, no. A lot of people really adore you. We had Sarah Kors on the show a couple of years ago, and I said, "Who's your favorite rider?" And she said, "Oh, Fast Eddie Castro."
Right on.
Eddie.
Cool.
She really digs on you riding.
Now she's riding first division. She's probably not saying that anymore. No, I don't know.
I told her you got to beat Eddie. I said, Eddie's an old man. He should be easy to beat. And she said, oh, no, he's not easy to beat at all.
Right on.
Yeah.
Like I said, surfing helps out with the upper body too. If I get in the water when I can, when it's warm. I'm a fair weather surfer anymore though too. And I won't go after it's just rained like it has for a while until all the muck in the water settles. It's got to be, because all the bio waste and everything, you got to be careful. I especially have to be careful with, my situation. So, but that helps, it helps your upper body and it just feels good on, and it's good workout too. So I'm a longboarder anymore though. I don't even take out my short board anymore. I just take a longboard. I've got a 9.3 and a 9.4 longboard. So it's a lot of fun. Then I play my guitar. Right? What's that?
You just cruise the wave on that longboard.
Yeah, just cruising. Yeah, I just, I'm still cutting back and forth, but yeah, with the big board. I don't go out in the 10-foot waves anymore. Once in a while, if it's nice out there, but not if it's stormy, all chopped out. That whitewash will take you out. The whitewash gets so aerated, it's full of air, it won't float you. So it's by the time you get through going through all the whitewash to get to the outside set to catch a wave, you're wore out. So
exactly.
Yeah, I'm playing my guitar once a week. I usually play it for 2 or 3 hours, sit there and jam. I'll put something on a CD or a cassette and jam to it, or album, sit there and jam to something, rock and roll, some blues, whatever. Therapy. Therapy. I blew up my other therapy, my street bike, my Harley, my Sportster. I blew it up the week before last, and now it needs a new top end, so I got to fix that. So I get back on that, my street bike.
That's a good therapy. The Harley.
First it was an 883, then it was a 1200. Blew that up. Now it was a 1207. Now I blew that top end up too, so I got to fix the top end and go through it. The bottom end still looks good. It's still holding, so who knows? We'll see. I don't know, unless I can find another one cheap or something that I can swap things over to.
How much does it cost to fix the top end on the Harley?
It depends if I get help or not. Last time I had help from Bird Anderson. Dual Anderson, his dad, Bird, with the beard, Bird. Bird's performance. Bird's performance. Bird helped me out with the pistons and stuff last year, the year before last, and did the boring for me, did all the machine work. So if I get help with all that, and it just depends. We'll see how it we'll see where it clicks out at dollar-wise. It's always something. I can't put a price on. I just gotta wait and see what happens. So
everything's so expensive in America.
Lifestyles helps me out. We'll see. I talk to them, see if Junior can help me out. I've been riding their bike. Yeah, I've been riding their bikes at Costa Mesa the last couple of seasons, and they've been helping out. It's been really cool. And then Ricky,
so you don't bring your bikes to Costa Mesa? You have the bikes brought there?
He brings his Harleys, the Sportsters, to ride on the Harley nights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm running that with McConnell and Michael Rains. He's been riding one of their bikes too. So all three of us out there on Lifestyles bikes, and Wheelworks did a lot of the wheels for us. They did my wheels and they did the wheels for Lifestyles. So we've got Wheelworks. Got to thank Reno for that. And they're in Orange now. They used to be in Garden Grove, Reno, Wheelworks, and Jared and all the guys over at the shop. Jared's doing all. They're doing all the pulling the spokes out and redoing the whole wheels, powder coating them, and doing all some kinds of neat stuff. So thank God for those guys. And Ricky Rich, American Patriots Charities. He's been helping. He's in Alabama on the East Coast, helping me out with leathers and stuff and helping out with entries. So every bit helps. And William Burton, he did a painting of a JAP that's on my wall in the house. It's like an old 35 JAP, this huge portrait. So he's been helping me out with tires all season too. Hey, all of it helps. And Doug Smith, he gives me a place in Bakersfield to stay when he's 4 miles from the track, so I go crash at his house. He's 85 now, so he couldn't even make the last night that we were at the thing in Bakersfield, U.S. versus the world. He was too wore out. He's 85 now, so he came to the practice, but it was just too tough for him to make it the second day. But at least I have a place to crash out when I'm up there, a place to go. So all those things that help you do what we do, it all helps. People helping out with fuel or whatever, a tire here. I've got John Booth, an old sponsor from Victorville. Remember John Booth, the computer guy? They're coming out to industry this week, and so those guys have been helping me too. So all of it just to keep going. All the people that help out, and like I said, Steve Watt and everybody, and Steve Nutter bought me a motor a couple of years ago. He helped out. He helped out on rebuilds again too. So we got 2 fresh motors now. Thanks. And Kelly Nichols that drives sprint cars. Kelly Nichols and Doug Smith, they helped out with motor work too. and getting the motors. So, all this combined with all these people that help out, it takes a village. So, just, just like with Evans and all the people and sponsors that get behind us and the event itself to make it happen, all these people that, and, like the Oxleys doing what they do all these years. This is like the 54th season. It's incredible. I mean, it's whittled down a little more each season it comes to Mesa, but the fact that they've been there this long, all these years. So, and Evans has taken the reins and bringing, people from overseas over here to do it. Our guys over there too, also like we did with the Dream Team. So it's quite incredible.
Steve Evans is doing an amazing job, really. I mean, it's totally crazy what he's doing with Speedway.
Yeah, and Kelly Evans. I mean, Kelly Inman. Kelly Inman. With all the promoters, doing any of it to keep the tracks there that long and keep Speedway going and growing. It's bigger in Europe, but hey, hopefully it'll still be around. That we can come see it 10 years from now. It doesn't die out.
Exactly. Yeah, you got Kelly running the industry, and then you got the Oxleys. They got 2 Harley nights this year at Costa Mesa, from what I saw. So you better get ready to ride those Harleys this year.
Oh man, here we go.
Yeah. They don't have that many races this year. They have 7, and one of them's a national, so they only have 6 regular nights. It's really dwindled down from 12
let's
or 14.
See if they get any additions. They're dark during July and August. They're dark. Maybe he'll get to throw some in somewhere in there. Maybe something will open up. We'll get another race or two. We're hoping.
I guess they're not doing it during the fair this year, right? They're not doing it during the Orange County Fair in July.
Yeah, no, I don't know. The fair board's got control of it. Like I said, maybe something else will open up and they'll be able to redo and get another race or two in. We'll see how it pans out. So who knows? It's just, hey, we're lucky to be there at all anymore. So it is what it is.
It is. Yeah, Costa Mesa is definitely one of my favorite tracks, and it would be a heartbreak to lose that one day.
Oh yeah, you got that right. So
yeah, that would be fun. Well, we're going to conclude this interview. Is there anything else that I forgot that you might want to add, Fast Eddie?
Well, like I said, I got to thank all the sponsors and people like you that are doing these blogs to keep us alive and making it happen and keep people's interest in it. And just get the seats and come out and see us in the pits afterwards. Help us out.
Yeah. Hey, Eddie, there's people from all around the world that like Speedway and that will be watching this show. And so a lot of people want to come to America and watch the races too, from Europe and England and different places. So
yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Eddie, for hanging out with us today in the Hive. We appreciate you, and it's an honor to have Fast Eddie, right? It's an honor. And tomorrow night we're gonna have Steve Colombo. Do you remember?
Yes, right on. Yes, right on.
He raced for the Los Angeles Sprockets of the 76 NFL.
Did you race with him?
I raced. I'll tell that story tomorrow night when we talk. But yeah, I kind of rode with him a little bit. And then, but Steve was a little bit older than me, so I didn't race with him too much. And then we have the following night, we have a very good, very star up-and-coming rider in the United States right now. We have Alex Martin.
Nice.
Alex will be here in a couple of days at 7 p.m. California time. So we're gonna have Colombo and we're gonna have Martin coming the next couple of days. We have over 30 guests, maybe more than that. So we're going to be doing a lot of live stream shows. And Eddie Castro's the kickoff of the 2024 season.
All right, sweet.
So
Well,
we appreciate.
my sponsor Ricky Rich has something he'll be adding to the mix pretty soon. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. You'll have to do a blog with Ricky Rich and see what he's got in store coming up.
Yeah, bring them on. Set them up with me. We'll be happy to talk with them because
There you go.
that sounds great. Yeah,
All right,
please do that. Okay?
All right. Well, you take care. I'll talk at you later and have a great night.
Okay, Eddie. Thank you so much. That's Fast Eddie Castro. Thank you so much. And we're gonna run it. Give us a run it.
Run it! like they always said at the drag races, run it.
Yeah, that's right. Run it. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out.
When in doubt, flat out.
Eddie Castro's the best.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate that.
Much.
All right.
Hey, we're going to see everybody. See you tomorrow night, too, with Steve Colombo. Thank you so much, Fast Eddie Castro. And we're going to see you guys soon. Hey, all the best this next season, okay, Eddie?
Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you. God bless. Take care.
You be careful in those hurricanes over there, man. That's scary.
I love them. They're fun.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, no.
Take care.
All right, take care. See ya. Bye.
Thanks.
All right.
See ya.